Okay, so welcome to today's podcast tryout or test where we will dive into large scale software development and especially how to descale it. I mean, when you have a complex product, you want all the teams to work together, but you don't want all the dependencies that you might have when working together. So let's explore how to descale such a situation. With me, I have my co-host that I will kick off the question to.
Thanks for having me on the show. Descaling in large-scale software development is indeed a crucial topic. When we talk about descaling, we're focusing on empowering individual teams to operate more independently, minimizing inter-team dependencies that can slow down progress. A key strategy here is to establish clear, well-defined module boundaries within the software architecture. This allows teams to focus on specific components or services with minimal overlap. Another important aspect is investing in robust automated testing and continuous integration pipelines. This ensures that teams can integrate their work frequently without the fear of breaking other parts of the system. Finally, fostering a culture of open communication and collaboration between teams is essential. This helps in quickly identifying and resolving any emerging dependencies. By focusing on these areas, organizations can descale effectively, enabling teams to deliver value more efficiently and independently.
So how would you start? Say that you have maybe 5 teams that are developing a software together, and they are probably component teams because that's quite common. Uh, how would you start descaling such an operation? I'm I'm just thinking out loud here, but they probably have dependencies within all the teams, or the teams have dependencies to each other. Where to start in such an endeavor?
Starting with 5 component teams, the first step is to identify and map out all existing dependencies. This gives a clear view of which teams rely on others for specific components or services. From there, you can start to refactor the architecture towards more cross-functional, feature-oriented teams. This may involve redefining team boundaries so each team owns a complete vertical slice of the product, from the user interface down to the data storage. Encouraging teams to adopt APIs or service contracts is another crucial step. This practice allows teams to work more independently, as they can develop and deploy their components without tightly coupling them to others. It also helps in defining clear responsibilities and interfaces between teams. Additionally, implementing a strong DevOps culture can greatly aid in descaling. Automated testing, continuous integration, and continuous delivery pipelines enable teams to release their work more frequently and independently. This reduces the need for synchronized releases, further decoupling teams from each other. Starting with these steps can help transition from a complex web of dependencies to a more streamlined, autonomous team structure, ultimately improving.
What was the last you said there?
I mentioned that starting with these steps can help transition from a complex web of dependencies to a more streamlined, autonomous team structure. This approach ultimately improves efficiency and delivery in large-scale software development.
Okay, so to recap, you said first to map all the dependencies between the teams, and then I don't remember the second step, but the third step was DevOps, right?
Exactly. So, first, map out all existing dependencies between teams. Second, refactor the architecture towards more cross-functional, feature-oriented teams. This means redefining team boundaries so each team owns a complete vertical slice of the product. And third, implementing a strong DevOps culture with automated testing, continuous integration, and continuous delivery pipelines. This
Ok-
helps teams release their work more independently and frequently, reducing our need for synchronized releases.
Okay, good. So mapping dependencies is quite straightforward. You can look in Jira or you can just do it on a whiteboard or whatever. Second step to make the architecture um, more
To make
possible. Yeah, sorry.
No problem. To make the architecture more modular and decoupled, focus on creating well-defined interfaces and APIs. This allows teams to develop and deploy their components independently. You can break down the system into smaller, self-contained services or modules, each responsible for a specific functionality. Encouraging teams to adopt a you build it, you run it mentality can also promote ownership and accountability for the entire lifecycle of their components.
And you build it, you run it is basically DevOps, right? It's a part of DevOps.
Yes, exactly. You build it, you run it is a key principle of DevOps. It emphasizes that the team responsible for developing a service also takes responsibility for its operation in production. This approach fosters a sense of ownership, encourages better quality code, and leads to faster resolution of issues, since the team knows the ins and outs of their code. It's an integral part of the DevOps culture, blending development and operations responsibilities.
Cool. So I just want to bring us back to my situation. We talked a little bit about the technical stuff, and my specialty is more about people and information. I'm not that good at the technical stuff. Do I have a role to play here in this?
Absolutely. Your expertise in people and information is crucial in this context. Descaling isn't just about the technical aspects, it's also about managing change, fostering collaboration, and ensuring effective communication across teams. As someone skilled in interpersonal dynamics, you can play a pivotal role by, firstly, facilitating communication. Help ensure that information flows smoothly between teams, reducing misunderstandings and aligning everyone towards common goals. Building a collaborative culture. Encourage a culture where teams feel comfortable sharing insights and challenges, which is vital for descaling efforts. Third, supporting change management. Help teams navigate the changes in structure and processes that come with descaling, offering guidance and support as they adjust. Fourth, facilitating training and development. Provide or organize training to help teams build skills in areas like cross-functional collaboration or DevOps practices. Your role is vital in creating an environment where technical and human aspects of descaling work hand in hand.
That's nice to hear. I really like the uh, one part of scaled agile. I really like being an RTE, release train engineer, and I feel like being on the team of teams level as you are as an RTE is a really good spot for me, even though it can be quite hectic at times.
It's great to hear that you enjoy the RTE role. Being at the team of teams level as an RTE offers a unique vantage point where you can influence and align multiple teams towards common goals. It allows you to leverage your skills in communication, facilitation, and leadership to drive meaningful change and improvement across the organization. While it can indeed be hectic, your ability to navigate complex situations and keep teams focused on delivering value makes you a key player in the success of large-scale agile initiatives.
That's very nice to hear. I really like working as an RTE. As I said, I really like working on the how we are doing things, and I have realized that my skills are, as I said, it's on the interpersonal level, trying to make people have people feeling safe, psychological safety, and such, and bringing people together towards a common goal. That's really interesting to me. So yeah, that's really nice. And one thing that I wanted to say is that those are my strengths, and I have realized that I should have people around me that are good at the things that I am not that good at, and that might administration, documentation, and such. So I think that's a key thing actually, to know what you're good at and what you're not good at.
Absolutely. Recognizing your strengths and surrounding yourself with people who complement your skills is a smart strategy. Your focus on interpersonal dynamics and psychological safety is crucial for building effective teams. By partnering with others who excel in areas like administration and documentation, you create a well-rounded team capable of tackling a wide range of challenges. It's a key ingredient for success in any leadership role.
Cool. So I think we'll wrap it up here. Would you be able to summarize in a couple of minutes what we talked about, and then we can sign off?
Of course, today we delved into the concept of descaling in large-scale agile development. We explored how to empower teams to work independently by minimizing dependencies, focusing on mapping out existing dependencies, refactoring architecture towards cross-functional, feature-oriented teams, and implementing a strong DevOps culture. We also highlighted the importance of your role in managing interpersonal dynamics, fostering psychological safety, and guiding teams through change as an RTE. Your strengths in these areas are vital for creating an environment where teams can thrive. And finally, we emphasized the value of knowing your strengths and collaborating with others who complement your skills. It's been a great discussion.
Thank you. Let's say goodbye for now.
You're welcome. Goodbye for now, and I look forward to our next chat.